Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. We've got a ball game, and we're very glad that you have decided to join us. I'm looking forward to this one.
We on that next level.
Greetings, everybody. It's Jeffrey Guterman, and I am at Bennett Field in Detroit. It's April 18, 1911, in our 1911 Strat-O-Matic replay. And we've got a doozy for you. In a couple minutes, I'll be providing the starting lineups. Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, and I am in Studio B of the Strat-O-Matic Network. I'm waiting for people to come on. We're going to just have a few minutes here till we get this ball game rolling. It is the bewitching hour. So I would ask you to just don't mind me. It's time for me to take my medicine. Otherwise, I turn into a very cranky person. And if you're here, we'd love to hear from you in the live chat. And Kathy Harden has arrived. I was waiting for you. I understand if you can't make it. We got a ball game here. Ron McGrath has arrived. I'm doing okay. Oh, you enjoyed that? You saw that, Ron? Oh, I'm so glad you were there. I appreciate it, Ron, for checking that. That guy is one hell of an investigative reporter, David Hundayan. I'm just getting ready here. I'll go over through the lineups in just a couple minutes. I just want to take my medicine if you don't mind. Got a good ball game here. Oh, yes, indeed. Ooh. Oh, that is tasty. Oh. God, so good. Just a few minutes here. Oh yeah, Ron. Thank you so much. Ron, I've changed the name on when you come onto my landing page to Jeffrey Guterman Network. And then it also says Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. So it's all the same. And oh, does that feel good? And I'd like to do more programs on various topics, what I'd really like to do. And the only name I could come up with, it's the only name that is all encompassing. It's called Nighthawks. And it's my show where I actually either speak on various topics or have interviews. Nighthawks with Jeffrey Guterman. And then you have whatever the topic is. And there's many I could do on Nigeria, but there's many other topics, and I want to start inviting people to come on and be interviewed, because these things are, YouTube has excellent reliability, as far as I'm concerned, for maintaining and saving archived videos. Whereas if you use some other program, like Spaces, they delete those after like 30 days or something, 90 days. Some of them are still there, but you need something that's gonna last. Yeah, you're interested. And if you ever want to come on, if you have a topic, again, you don't have to show your face. You can put it on something. As you can see, I don't want you to see my face. Look at me. Look how I do this sort of side shot. This works for me. And I'm really looking forward to this ball game, folks, and I have an announcement to make off the top. I just wanted to savor this and enjoy my medicine here. And folks, I'm on medical cannabis. If you have concerns about that, it's medical. Please leave the stigma at the door. You're gonna put me down for that? That's like putting someone down for taking insulin because they have diabetes. Okay? Ridiculous. I have an announcement to make. Upon review of the box score for this game on April 18, 1911, I learned that the starting pitcher for the Cleveland Naps, George Kahler, K-A-H-L-E-R, he started the game. Some of you may remember seeing him in there on the description, the title. But he was taken out after only 2/3 of an inning, and Gregg, I'm not sure if it's Vaughn or Veen, I think it's Vaughn. Gregg came in, pitched the next 7 1/3 innings, allowed only 1 run. And in real world, he came in on the April 12th for his major league debut. He's a rookie. we never used him. So this is his major league debut. And so I said, you know, Jeff, be flexible. Use your head. I'm not even going to use Kaler. And Gregg, a left-hander, that doesn't know if Detroit uses the same people anyway. He is a right-hander, Kaler. But we're going to have that. That's the only change here. In real world, the Detroit Tigers beat the Cleveland Napoleon Lajoies 5-1. George Mullen went all the frickin' way. He's 1-0 in our replay. He was 1-0 when he came into this game, and he became 2-0. Kaler got the loss 2/3 of an inning. He allowed 5 hits, 4 runs in 2/3 of an inning, and they pulled him. Something very much in Strat-O-Matic. If you allow 5 runs, I think it's 5, this is super advanced, then you're fatigued. So that's the only change I wanted to give you. I'm not going to go through a long lineup process tonight. We've played Cleveland five times, Detroit 4 times. We're going to go through these folks, and then as we wish, we may go to some people and learn about some people. But all I know is we are at Bennett Park in Detroit. And I'm really glad to be here. And I'm glad you're here. For the visiting Cleveland Napoleon Lajoies. And this is the second of a 2-game series. Detroit won the first one 3-2. And by the way, just to let you know, Detroit won like 90-something games. They're a second-place team behind the Philadelphia A's. They're an excellent team, a very, very good team, whatever you want to call it. And Cleveland was in 4th place, 7 games over 500. So they're pretty darn good too, okay? 7 games over 500. And if I'm not mistaken, they have Big Ed Walsh. In any case, let's go through our lineups first. So remember, Cleveland is a good team, okay? They're not a shabby team. They're a good team. Detroit is a very good team. Here's Graney now, leading off in left field. Batting second will be Terry Turner. He's at the, what do they call that, hot corner? Third base. Batting third is Joe Jackson. This is before he was traded to Chicago. He'll play center and bat third. Napoleon Lajoie, he has the whole team named after him. Their real name is the Naps. Will bat cleanup and play second base. Batting fifth is Ted Easterly. He's dangerous out there in right field. He's a 5. 5 -2. Okay. George Stovall batting sixth and playing first base. Sid Smith will be catching. Cotton Knopp with that kind of card there. Oh yes, look at that card. That's worse than a pitcher 1, folks. At least pitcher 1 has 1 non-out on the card, and that's 210. You know that, you Strat-O-Matic aficionados. And by the way, on Cobb, I do have a question. First of all, he only had 39 at bats. We will use him late in the game. We'll pinch hit for him if we have to, but not to start off. And he's gone soon anyway, so we don't have to worry about him too much. The pitcher getting a sudden nod is Gregg, the rookie, and you got to look him up sometime. Depending on how he does, I may just be showing. That's Shoeless Joe, all right. We'll be showing Gregg getting the surprising nod to start. He had 26 of them. He's a rookie, and he'll be pitching for the Detroit Tigers. Did Kathy say who she's for yet? No, she did not. Davey, I love this lineup, especially the middle, the top to the middle of the order. It's Davy Jones. How's that for a name? Leads off in left. Batting second is Donnie Bush. He is the shortstop. His anemic hitting is somewhat excused because he's a 1. He must be great. Batting third, Ty Cobb. Needs no introduction. He's in center. Batting fourth is Sam Crawford, his rival and buddy. I don't know if I call him buddy. Right field. Jim Delahanty will bat fifth and play second. George Moriarty at third base, batting sixth. It's Del Gaynor. You have a Gaynor and a Graney, so be careful with that. Grainer batting seventh and playing first. And Kathy Harden for Detroit. I think I'm going to have to go along with that, Kathy. Oscar Stainage, who I'll be talking about again sometime, wanting to relive that picture of him years later being an usher at Tiger Stadium. And the pitcher is George Mullen. Apparently he had a pretty good career, I guess. He was 18-10 this year. And that is a fine record for him to have. The team won something like 90 games. Mullen had a pretty good career. He won 228 games. That's pretty good. You know, that's not chump change. You know, I understand 300 is better, 250 is better, you know. But Lord, he's good. And he had some amazing years with these Tigers, especially 1909. He was 29-8. God, he really, here he is now starting to decline. He's good, but just a little bit of the edges off. And then the next year he went 12-17. And then after that, he pitched very little, but he did have a decent, he actually went to semi-pro after 1913, and he was through. So Gregg. So George Mullen is the pitcher tonight for the Tigers. I'm so glad to have you all join us here. Ron McGrath will also go for the Tigers. We're getting ready for the Tigers to take the field. There's an attendance of 5,500 tonight. Ah, 5,500. And the Detroit Tigers take the field. Again, Bennett's Park. Again, the date is always in the upper right. It's April 18, 1911. This is time travel. Setting up the Tigers defensively. It is George Mullen on the mound. His catcher is Stainage in the infield. Gaynor at first. Delahanty at second. Moriarty at third. Bush at short outfield left to right. Davy Jones, Tyrus Raymond Cobb, and Samuel Crawford. And coming up to bat for the Cleveland Napoleons is Jack Graney. Again, Detroit took the first of this. They think they're in this. Okay? They definitely think they are in this season. A's won the pennant and the World Series last year. The Tigers won the pennant in 08, okay, and 07, and 06. So you get a feel for what we're talking about here. You get just we want you to get into the ambiance of it all. Okay, Graney, a left-handed hitter for Cleveland, facing Mullen. It's a nice crowd of 5,500. Here's the pitch from Mullen now. That's going to be 210 right-handed, and that's a drive hit out into the gap. It's into right center, and going for it is Crawford, but Graney pulls into second with a stand-up double to lead it off here in the top of the first. I found something on YouTube called sleep radio. Just Google sleep radio, fake radio. What you get is a guy doing announcing of teams, fictitious players with great crowd effects and so calming. Go do it. Check it out sometime. Listen to it for a half an hour or sometimes. Sleep radio. Okay, Grainy on second, and that brings up Terry Turner. Jackson on third, on deck, and Lajoie in the hole. Okay, Mullen now. Here's the pitch to Turner. That is 6-5, right-handed. He grounds it to third. Moriarty has it, throws it to Gaynor. And there's one away. Grainy holds at first. I could take a lot of tips from that guy. His style. It sort of how could I put it? Smooths out the edges that I may have. I could take what I'm doing and just sort of adapt that sort of nice, relaxing. Whoops! Oh, that die is there. It is. The green, one of the green fell. I got it. There we go. It's a little bobble there by the player. Oh, did you see the Ron? Was that guy good? He's got a good voice, and the whole idea of it is very, very creative. My God, that he would go to that trouble? God. I love when I see creative people who were, you know, I don't have any idea who they are, who do stuff that tickles me. I loved it because it's so well done. Okay, the young Joe Jackson steps in now. Grainy in scoring position and one out. Mullen from the stretch. That's 4-5, left-handed. Whoa, that's hit well by Jackson into the gap. That's going to be a double. And Grainy scores. 2 doubles here. Joe added his to bring Grainy home, and Cleveland's off to a 1-0 lead here. Off Mullen. No one, he pitched a complete game in real world. We'll let him go. But you know me. I'm trigger happy. I'm impulsive. And look at this lineup. Now here comes Lajoie. My Lord. And Lajoie was already aged here toward the end of his career. And he still hit 365. He hit 400, I think, a couple more than once. I always liked Nap Lajoie. Of superstars, he never quite got what Hannes did. He just... Okay. It's 1-0 Cleveland. Mullen now. Facing Lajoie with Jackson on second. That's 3-10, right-handed. Fly ball to right field. It's deep but playable by Crawford. He makes the catch. It's 2 away. And Jackson holds at second. Now, I could do it like that. That's more, that brings in a lot of his style, Ron. I just, figured out kind of how to do it. But the thing is, there's a time and place for everything. There's a time to not be, because he does sound a bit mechanic, almost mechanic. You know what I'm saying? It could be a computerized. You could have the computer spit out random plays and announcing of it with great artificial intelligence. It's 2 outs now. Jackson on second, and Ted Easterly is the batter. I could kind of intersperse it with the color commentary like I'm doing in this sort of tone. The pitch from Mullen. That's 3-8 right-handed. There's a base hit by Easterly. Jackson rounding third, and he's easily comes in to score with Cleveland's second run here in the top of the first. Easterly, 3-8, and that's a base hit with 2 asteroids. So now Easterly is on with 2 out, and Stovall is the batter. Mullen, the pitch to Stovall. That is 5-8, right-handed, grounds it to second. Delahanty, he's a 444. (13-4), he throws him out. And Easterly goes to second, but the side is retired. So it's 2 runs for Cleveland Naps. On 3 hits, the double by Graney, then Jackson brought him home, and the single by Easterly brought Jackson home after a half an inning at Bennett Field in Detroit. It's Cleveland 2, Detroit coming to bat. Gregg, a rookie in his major league debut, is on the mound to start the game for Cleveland. Gregg, it's a great moment for Vaughn and all his friends. And if you see, by the way, I want to tell you all, he led, I read this today, he led the American League in ERA 1.80. He pitched 245 innings, and the record is 23-7, and he's the only pitcher in Major League Baseball history who, in his first 3 innings, won 20 or more games. Now think about that. That's a pretty novel frickin' thing. I thought he was going to be the greatest ever. Okay. And with that kind of start, you wonder what happened to him. And the answer is he faded away. He just faded away. I don't know if he got hurt. I thought I already read him, but there's more to read, obviously. That's a shame. Okay, leading it off is Davy Jones, and this is it for Gregg. It's the majors now. You're in the big time. Gregg is ready, and here's the windup. It's lefty-lefty. The pitch to Jones, and that's 1-6, and he singles it to center field. Davy Jones leading off with a base hit. He's an A, 1-13, and he will be a 1-14. That's good to know with Tyrus, who's a AA. Okay. They're all frickin' A's. A lot of left-handers in this Tiger lineup, but they'll put them in no matter what. So Jones leads off with a single being held, and Donnie Bush is the batter. We're going to have Donnie lay it down. And the infield remains back. Donnie Bush is an A bunter. He's going to try to do a sacrifice. And Gregg, the pitch to Bush at 7, and it's a beauty. Thrown out by the first baseman as Jones advances to second, 1 out. And here's Ty Cobb. Tyrus, also a left-handed hitter. I'm going to try to turn that down a bit. So it's lefty-lefty here. The pitch to Cobb. Whoa, that's 4-5, left-handed, and it's a drive hit out to left field, and that's going to roll. Graney chasing after it, and Cobb is in with a double, and Davy Jones scores easily. And now it's a 2-1 ball game. See, I'm trying to just tone it down even a little more. So how do you like that? We've got an interesting ball game here. We have a ball game of doubles and runs scored here in the first. And I think it's great for baseball. Okay, Gregg in his major league debut with Cobb on second now, 1 out. And Sam Crawford, and that was right off his card. He's actually better against right-handers. That's really something. No, maybe not. Maybe a little. Look at this, the walks there. Okay, here's the pitch to Crawford. That's 6-6, and he struck him out. And I'm glad I don't analyze that so I could know in advance. I go with instinct. That's what the managers did. I guess you could, as the season progressed, they got an idea. So Crawford is retired. He struck out swinging, and here's Jim Delahanty with 2 outs and Cobb on second. Whoa! Cobb is going to try to steal third. Only you and Cobb know it, and me. Here's Gregg from the stretch and the pitch. There goes Cobb trying to steal third, and he is out. Cobb is thrown out, and the side is retired. A very interesting thing that was done. Delahanty will come up next inning, but there was 1 run for Detroit. That was a 1-12, I believe. Yeah, right there. That's going to be stealing third. 1-11. They're not holding him, and that'll be a 1-12 with his arm. I just thought I'd have a little fun there. I hope you don't mind, people. I like to shake it up a little. Here's George Mullen now to pitch the top of the second. He allowed 2 runs, 2 doubles, and a base hit. That will do it. And Sid Smith leads it off for the Naps. And there's Kathy Harden for the Tigers. Mullen into the windup. That's a 5-5 right-handed, and he walked him, so Smith is on. And here comes Cotton Knopp. We'll let him hit 2 or 3 times, but there comes a point. Especially if you're losing, you've got to bring someone in. Here's Mullen. Such a ridiculous. We'll try to get on the pitcher's card. He's a right-hander. No, that's 2-7 right-handed. He struck him out. So there's 1 away. Here comes Gregg, his first major league at bat. Vaughn Gregg. He is a 2WR, so here he comes for the first time in Major League Baseball. That's 2-7, he struck him out. That's 2 for Mullen now. Maybe these were first inning jitters for both Mullen and Gregg. We'll see. Here's Jack Graney now. Graney doubled to start the ball game off. He came home on Jackson's double, as Jackson did on Easterly's base hits in the first. It's Graney at the plate. And the pitch from Mullen. That's 110 right-handed. He hit him. Graney was hit by a pitch on the bicep. He shakes it off, and he said he's going to be all right. None of that wimpy shit that we see today where people start, you know, it's okay to hurl an insult, but once you hurl a bat or a punch, you've crossed the line. So it's first and second, 2 away, and that's going to bring up Terry Turner. Turner grounded to third. A beautiful evening here in Detroit. 1911, but you're in a dream. You're in an imaginative dream. Turner takes a ball, low and outside. Mullen fouled back and out of play. It's 1-1 on Turner. Okay, Mullen. And that's chop foul. We're in the top of the second. It's 2 outs, first and second. Mullen trying to get out of this. Cleveland off to an early 2-1 lead. And the pitch to Turner. That is 6'4" right-handed. Fly ball center field, Jackson. It looks like, I'm sorry, no, Cobb. It looks like a 1, maybe 19. We'll check here. It looks like a 1 that was hit to 6'4" center field. Yeah, Cobb is a Cobb is a 19. We're gonna go right there. Right there. I'm sorry, 19. We're gonna go right here. But can he get this? Oh, that's gonna be booted by Cobb. A 2-base error on Tyrus Raymond Cobb, and it means he made some. Okay, that's a 2 freaking. Oh, Tyrus. He went 0 for 4 last game. Whoops. Isn't that a kick in the teeth? That's going to be unearned. And it's 1-0. It's 3-1 now. So that's a, you know, you don't think Cobb ever made an error, folks? Yeah. Oh, yes. And here comes Jackson. Yeah, you made an error. You just did, for Christ's sakes. Now it's second and third, and that was a big error. 2 outs. This is a must get out. Mullen. And the pitch. That's going to be 2-8 right-handed, and he flies it to center. Now Cobb is under it. And he makes the catch, and he runs in quickly with a pretty sore look on his face. There were no hits. A walk, hit by pitch, and to top it off, a 2-base error by Cobb out in the field. He misjudged it, and it's 3-1 Cleveland. Lord help me, God. Hey folks, I'm just taking a couple minutes here, okay? Thank you. I've got to take a couple minutes right here. I'm loving this game. But, you know, our evening broadcasts are a little different. I take breaks, you know, and this is, I'm always honest about it, this is a short one. It's like a 2 to 3 minute break. My name is Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it frickin' is. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we love it. Oh, we love it. Thank you, folks, for being here. Oh. Oh. out. Cobb made 17 errors this season. Can you believe that? And they were all in the outfield. 17 errors. No wonder he's in E16. Holy shit. Okay, here's Gregg now in his second inning in Major League history. It's a 3-1 ball game after the not uncommon error. I mean, we're talking about an error like every 9-point-something games. I guess that's not a lot. I don't know. Now they may have, I want to tell you, they may have scored differently. I'm not saying they did. And not given hits to people when he couldn't get it or something. But who knows? In any case, Ed Delahanty will lead it off for the Tigers against Gregg. The pitch to Delahanty. That is 1-7, left-handed, grounds it to short, 1 away. Handled very nice by Cotton Knopp. Here's George Moriarty. That's 1-7. And that's line to second, caught by Lajoie. 2 outs. And here's Del Gainer. Pitch from Gregg. 4-6 right-handed, and that is a fly ball to center. Running is Jackson, and he makes the catch. A very nice running catch. The side is retired, and it's 1-2-3 for Gregg. And after 2, it's 3-1 Cleveland. You know, he became very wealthy. I don't know how much with inflation today, but we're talking tens of millions of today's money investing in Coca-Cola, mostly from investing his stock, his money, his all sorts of things in Coca-Cola. He advertised for them. And he was very rich at the end. And I think it's pretty wild to think that he hit 420 this year. 47 doubles, 24 triples, which is really 127 knocked in, 83 stolen. I mean, that's, you know, he's a 1-17. He's a 1, but he's an E16. E19. That's really, that happens, I guess. I didn't know that. Excuse me one moment. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Not gonna happen. 17 frickin' errors. Crawford's an E5, I guess he's better. And Davy Jones, well, he's an E16. It's a lot of errors. Well, we'll see how Mullen fares here in his third inning. Let's see how Mullen fares. He allowed 2 in the first and an unearned in the second, of which he was responsible to a large degree. Here's Napoleon now, leading it off for Cleveland. Lajoie flew to right in the first. That's going to be 3-9 right-handed, and he grounds it to second. There's one away. So Mullen retires Lajoie, and Ted Easterly comes to the plate. Mullen gets the sign from Stainage. And the pitch to Easterly. 2-12 right-handed, pops it up behind the plate. And Stainage makes the catch. It's 2 away. Here in the top of the third, now George Stovall comes to the plate. Here's Mullen. And the pitch to Stovall. That is 4-6 right-handed. That's going to be a drive hit out. It's a base hit for Stovall. He gets the 9-20 roll. With a 2-out single, Stovall is on first. Sid Smith is the batter. Smith walked and scored the unearned run on Cobb's 2-base error in the second. Here's the pitch to Smith. 1-9 right-handed, grounds it to second, and Delahanty has it, and the side is retired. So, Mullen, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Let's see if he can settle down now. Here's Gregg. In his third inning, he retired the side in order in the second, making his major league debut tonight. And he'll face Oscar Stanich, who will lead it off for Detroit here in the bottom of the third. Big hand for Stanich. Okay, Stanich steps into the box. Now here's Gregg. The windup and the pitch to Oscar. That's 5-11 right-handed. He grounds it to third. Turner scoops it up, throws to Stovall, and there's 1 away. That's 5 in a row for the rookie. Vaughn Gregg. Here's Mullen now. Mullen is a 5 WR. He can sock it a little bit. Gregg is ready. Here's the pitch to Mullen. And that is 3-7. It's a base hit for Mullen. It's right off his card. He's a 5. So Mullen is on first. He got that hit. And Davy Jones will come up. Then it'll be Donnie Bush and Cobb. But it's 1 out, Mullen on first. Tigers trail by 2. Gregg working from the stretch, and the pitch to Davy Jones. And that is 4-7. Left-handed, it's a base hit. Mullen rounding second. He's hustling. George Mullen, he be hustling over to third. Wait a minute. 4-7. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know how I got that. Look at that, 4-7 with Jones, the left-hander, off Gregg. I'm sorry, that's a line out to second. That is a freaking line out to second. Can anybody else see that? Anybody at all? That is a freaking line out to second. I am so sorry. It's 2 away now with Mullen still at first. Right, Ron, thank you. You're a good man. Here's Donnie Bush now with 2 outs and Mullen on first. Here's the pitch from Gregg. That is 5-10. Switch hitter batting right, fly ball left for Graney. And the side is retired. So the Tigers are retired here in the bottom of the third, no runs. The single by Mullen he was left on. We've gone 3, it's 3-1 Cleveland. It's kind of cool, you know, I listened to that, folks. I was talking about sleep radio. If you go to YouTube, it's an ambiance of fictitious games. This guy does a great job. And I wish I could create that sort of atmosphere, the sound, you know what I mean? But, you know, we're on a low budget here. Okay, here comes Mullen now. And leading it off for Cleveland will be Cotton Knopp, then Gregg, and Graney at the top of the order. Oh, I think I'm going to take something to just settle me down a little bit. Ooh. Oh. I will tell you all that I went to the pharmacy today. I got my medicine, my high cholesterol and my high blood pressure. And I took the medicine for today, and I'll continue now every day. And do the best we can, trying to stay alive, you know? Because I like it here as much as I complain. It sure beats the alternative. But I'm not dreading death. I'm not really afraid of it. I realize the time will come when it's my time to close my eyes forever. And I'm not going to go out desperately. If I get a terminal illness, I'm going to try to go out nicely. We're going to head to the top of the fourth. It's, you know, I'm really digging this game. I really am. I really am digging this ball game. I have 5:03 p.m. Eastern in the U.S., but does it really matter? This is from April 18, 1911. Can you imagine what it was like? Indeed. And leading it off is Cotton Knopp. He struck out in the second. Oh, he struck only 6 strikeouts. I guess that's good, yeah. Okay, Mullen, here's the pitch to Knopp. That's going to be 3-7. And he struck him out again. And that is the third for Mullen. And Gregg comes out. Gregg. He struck out in the second by Mullen. I think I'll introduce you to some of these folks, maybe if I have the strength and remember, after the ball game. Here's the pitch to Gregg. 4-6 right-hander, and that's going to be a drive into the outfield for a base hit. Gregg is on. So look at that. Gregg gets his first hit in Major League Baseball. And he's actually winning this ball game. Jeez. Here's Grainy now. Ain't that something? (6-2) to Grainy, and that's hit deep by Grainy, but it's playable in right field by Easterly, by Crawford, and that's 2 away, and Gregg will hold. So it's 2 outs, Gregg on first. Here comes Turner. Grounded to third, reached on the 2-base error by Cobb. Oh Lord, 5-10 right-handed, grounds it to third, and the side is out. No runs again for Mullen. 1 hit left on, and it's still 3-1. We're going to move to the bottom of the 4th in just a moment. Here comes Vaughn Gregg out again. He did let up a run in the first, but he's had 2 good scoreless innings since then. It's going to be Cobb, Crawford, and Delahanty. Here is Tyrus Raymond stepping in. The windup by Gregg and the pitch to Cobb. That is 4-6, left-handed, and that's going to be a shot into right center, dropping, and it's another double by Cobb. Cobb standing up at second. We've been waiting for Cobb to unload. He was 0 for 4 last game, in their first game. He's had a 0 for 4 couple games like that. Cobb gets his second double. That's no surprise whatsoever. He's on second. Here's Sam Crawford now, also a left-handed hitter. Okay, so is Davy Jones. I think Bush is a switch hitter, right? Yeah. Okay, Crawford now. He struck out by Gregg in the first. That's going to be 2-9, left-handed. He struck him out. Second time he got Crawford, and that is his second strikeout. Now, Jim Delahanty. Look at that average. I'm going to have to check him out. How many years did he play like that? God, Delahanty is a huge hitter. Okay. I don't know how many years he hit like that. Lord. There it is. He had a... Lord, he had a pretty brief, well, journeyman year. He did hit 317, 292, but that was really about it. I mean, he was okay at the beginning also for 4 years. He was a 280 hitter, but he fell off quickly. And he hit 339 this year. That's unbelievable. But the next year was his last year. I guess 339 wasn't what it used to be because, you know, hell, Cobb almost pitched 80 points higher. Okay? And this guy's already hitting 339, and Cobb hit 420, 80 points higher. Think about that. Just stick that in your pipe, and you think about that. Oh, Philip has arrived, and he's a Tiger fan. Well, they got something going. Here's Delahanty with 1 out and Cobb on second. Pitch from Gregg. 6'10" right-handed, grounds it to short for Knop. He's 329. (15-3), and he throws him out. Cobb holds, so it's 2 away for Moriarty. Forbidden Island. Wow. Folks, Philip Reynolds getting ready to play some Forbidden Island. That must be wild. Okay, clutch situation. Here's Moriarty now at the plate. And the pitch from the rookie Gregg. That's 3-7 left-handed. It's a base hit to right. Cobb rounding third. One to 17, 2 outs, 1 to 19. That was hit to right, 1 to 19 minus 2, 1 to 17. He's coming home, and they're going to let him come home. Holding Moriarty at first, and now it's a 3-2 ball game. Moriarty with the clutch base hit. Cobb comes in. He's a little relieved to have scored at least a run here. After that 2-base error. It's going to be Del Gaynor coming up. Gaynor. And Kathy Harden is hanging there. She's right there. There she is. Okay, clutch situation. Now here's Gaynor now. Gregg allows his second run of the ball game. Gregg from the stretch and the pitch to Gaynor. That is 1-7 left-handed. He walked him. Whoa, and Gregg's endurance is 9. He walked him. And it's going to be Oscar Stainage with 2 down, 1 in. It's a 3-2 ball game. Cleveland leads Detroit. Yeah, I need to get in the habit of standing more, you know? Okay, Stainage, a right-handed hitter. First and second, 2 down. The pitch from Gregg. That is 3-7 left-handed, and there's a base hit up the middle by Stainage. Moriarty Rounding third. 1 to 13. 2 outs, 1 to 15. -3, 1 to 12. He's coming home. He's coming home, baby. Moriarty trying to make it home. 1 to 12. The throw from Easterly. And he is safe. Oh, the fans are going crazy here. It's a tie ball game. Stainage goes to second and holds. Oh my, the fans are cheering. Kathy Harden is pleased. We talking about a bunch of clutch outcomes. Moriarty with the base hits. This is after he knocked home Cobb. Gaynor walked, and then Stainage with the base hit, and Moriarty coming home, sliding in there, and Sid Smith couldn't get the ball. It was close, but not too close. And we've got a tie ball game. There's Ron McGrath sending his interludes. And I'm going to just, I'm just going to send love, everybody. Love one another. That's all I'm going to say right now. I may have more to say later. It's first and second, 2 down. Here comes Mullen. What a play. George Mullen now back in this ball game, and he has settled down somewhat. Okay, here's Gregg now. The rookie gets hit for 2 runs here. The pitch to Mullen. That's 2-4. He struck him out, and the side is retired. There were 2 runs for Detroit. That's going to tie it up at 3 on 3 hits, a walk, and 2 left on. 3-3 after 4. That was some inning there, as far as I'm concerned. 2 runs. It's exactly what the doctor ordered. Lord. Croce, yeah. Oh yeah. That's pretty profound and poignant. Well, we're going to head to the top of the 5th. And here's Mullen now. Mullen back in this game here. He has thrown 2 scoreless. Has 2 scoreless. It's going to be Jackson, Lajoie, and Easterly. Here is Joe Jackson stepping in. Lajoie hits it to third. I'm sorry, Jackson. I am so sorry. Moriarty, 339. 339. That's a 19-3, throws him out. And here comes, whoops. Damn. Okay, here's Lajoie. Just ignore that, okay? And the pitch from Mullen. That's 3-8 right-handed. He flies it to left. And Davy Jones makes the catch. 2 down. Here's Easterly. He's a 5 out there. He did have 287 at bats. He hit 324. He's dangerous out there. Okay, Mullen. 3-8 right-handed. There's a base hit by Easterly. His second of the ball game. A 2-out single. And George Stovall. 1 for 2 today. Just a chip shot base hit there by Ted Easterly. We're going to have 2 Georges at it right here. George Mullen pitching to George Stovall with 2 outs and Easterly on first. Here's the pitch to Stovall. 6-7 right-handed, grounds it too short. Bush has it. He throws it over to Gaynor. And that side is retired. And there's going to be no runs, 1 hit. And 1 left. I think I'm going to get a new pen. What we'll do with this one is save it with the other ones. Oh, hello, sir. Mr. Igbani. So nice to see you, sir. So very nice to see you. I just happen to have 1 left. Can you believe it? So, okay, good luck. Enjoy it. All right. And these things take a little bit to get rolling. Okay? They don't just start writing beautifully immediately. Very glad to meet you, sir. We're doing Strat-O-Matic baseball. This is from my 1911 replay. We've gone back in time to April 18, 1911. And we're so glad to have you. We're going to be rolling here very quickly. Stovall is retired. It's going to be Vaughn Gregg again. It's a 3-3 ball game. Now it's a pitcher's duel. We'll see. We'll see if Gregg can settle down. He's a rookie. So... Okay, here's Davy Jones now to lead it off for the Tigers. It'll be Jones, Bush, and Cobb. That's 410 from Davy. He flies it to left. And Graney makes the catch. 1 out. Here's Donnie Bush. Switch hitter, batting right. Now Gregg is ready. The rookie winds and deals. That is 2-9. Left-handed, and he struck him out. Now here's Cobb. Cobb 2 for 2 today. He's responsible for both 2 runs. Knocked 1 in, scored 1. This is personal for Cobb because He did have 8 homers, you know. Okay, it can happen quite easily, especially with this 1-6 throughout a season, 1-15 throughout a season. Wow, even better against left-handers. Here's the pitch to Cobb. That's 5-8, left-handed. He grounds it to second, X. That's going to be Lajoie, 344. He's a little, it's a 3. That's really not very good. 334, that'll be 13-3. He throws him out. And Cobb is retired. It's a 1-2-3 for Gregg, so he looks okay. And look at his endurance. He had an amazing, this was his rookie year. 23-7, and he led the league in ERA. That's just, imagine that today. Here's Mullen now, starting his 6th inning. It'll be Sidney Smith, Cotton Knaup, and Vaughn Gregg here in the top of the 6th. It's only 5:28. Holy shit. Okay. Here's Mullen now. It's going to be Smith. Walked, scored an unearned run when Cobb misjudged a fly ball. Here's Mullen now. The pitch to Smith. That's 4-8, right-handed. It's a base hit to right for Smith, his first of the ball game. Smith on first, and here's Cotton Knaup. They're calling Cotton Knaup back to the dugout. They're going to bring in a hitter here for Cotton Knaup. If you just bear with us here. There is going to be a very brief break in the action. There's going to be a hitter here. It's going to be Joe Birmingham. And then coming in to play shortstop, I guess you could say for Birmingham, but really for Knopf, is Neil Ball. Both of them pretty much are regulars, heard at some point, and they're both good. So, you know, Cleveland should be looking forward to get these cats back in the lineup. Now, I'm going to eat something. Okay, it's going to be a while. I'm going to eat about 10 minutes. I'm going to eat something. So, if anyone's had any questions, you let me know. I'll be here, but I'm taking a break right now. I guess we will put the guess we could put the sign up. Yeah, thank you, Ron. Appreciate it. Thank you. Just about 10 minutes or so. You know what? Thank you. Lord Almighty. Hey, Rhodes Scholar has arrived. You know, something I kind of like to do, but it would be very time consuming, is to make up my own cards. I did that when I was a kid. Imaginary players. And I play them against real teams with my friend. And sometimes our team would lose, you know? I could make up one card. Where did that thing go? Oh. Oh my lord. Maybe I'll feel better when it's 6. Oh god. Oh. There is a break in the action. I need to let you know that there is a substitution here. Joe Birmingham is coming in to hit for Cotton Knobs. And Neil Ball will be the new shortstop. And Neil is a 247. And we will make note of to refer to him if that comes up. Birmingham. And he's a regular. So Birmingham stepped, and isn't it interesting, we probably will not be pinch hitting for the pitcher. Okay? It just goes to show you, baseball is a funny, funny freaking game. It really is. The fuck is this? Come on. Okay, Mullen. Oh, a food name. Okay, who's that? I'll bite. I'll bite. Okay, Mullen, let's just get here with Birmingham. And Sid Smith on first. The pitch. Let's get that. 6'8", right-handed. Pops him up to first. Gaynor makes the catch. And here comes the pitcher. Von Gregg. Chet Lemon, love it. Oh, that's beautiful. Now, who was he though? Wasn't he? I don't want to even say. Let me look it up. Chet Lemon. Oh yeah. He's 3 years older than me. Still alive. Oh my, there he is now. Wow, that's him 10 years ago. Wow. Oh wow, he became a member of Jehovah's Witness. It's an interesting thing. Chet Lemon, very good. There's also, look, you're gonna make me think of vegetables and fruits. Well, you know, food or food related, okay? If we make the category food or food related, wouldn't we have to say Dusty Baker? Okay. Doesn't have to be of food. It could be, that's inexorably linked to food. Bake McBride? Well, no, I said no first names, guy. Okay. But we'll give that to you. No, you're right. You can do it if it's unusual. Sure, you can do whatever the hell you want. You burn the place down, I don't give a crap. Here's Gregg now. Gregg is a 2WR. It's Smith on first, very slow. One down. And the pitch from Mullen. Bake McBride. 6-7, right-handed, and he grounds it to short, double play, and the side is retired. Yeah, so, oh yeah, this is going to take a while. It takes a while. Whoa, the side is retired. Mullen has held them scoreless since the second. And here's the rookie now, Von Gregg. This is very, very exciting. To see a youngster in his first ever, and he has struck Sam Crawford out twice. Yeah, everybody. It's okay. Everybody line up for the Magical Mystery Tour. Step right this way.
Instacart.
Yeah. We're heading to the bottom of the sixth, and it's good. I'll tell you, that nourishment helped. Feeling a little stronger now. We want to welcome you here to the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network, and we are just having, this is a, well, I don't know about you, I'm in this sort of a, I don't know, sort of a quiet mood right now, so I'm not really getting into this game, but it is actually a very, very close game. And we are watching a Gregg, who's holding his own. Okay, Gregg on the mound holding his own, and he ought not do that. It's inappropriate to do that in public. Whether you think it's okay or not, I'm not going to argue that with you. But it's just not a great idea to do it in public. Yeah. Yowza. Here's Gregg now, the rookie. He has struck out 4, and he has struck Crawford out twice. Crawford is no slouch. Here's the pitch from Gregg. And that's a base hit by Crawford. He sure didn't strike out then. So Crawford is on. He's a 1-14 being held. 1-15, 1-13 being held plus 1, 1-14 being held. And Jim Delahanty is the batter. He's 0 for 2, Jim Delahanty. He grounded to short twice. Crawford with a pretty good lead off first. And fouled back by Delahanty and out of play. Okay, here's Gregg now from the stretch. And the pitch to Delahanty. That's 1-7 left-handed. He grounds it to short, but it goes through. With Crawford being held, it goes through. You can't get away with that always. Crawford rounds second and goes to third. And the fans love it. Jim Delahanty hit it, folks. It was a plus. 1-7 plus when being held is a single 2 asteroids. And that's going to bring up Moriarty. George Moriarty. We've got a bunch of Georges in here. We have George Mullen. We have George Stovall. George is I think it's a classic name. It goes back first to George Washington, but I think it may go to kings and queens and who knows what. Okay, we'll see if Gregg's in trouble here. First and third with nobody out. The pitch to Moriarty, infield back. That's 1-6 left-handed, and that's a fly ball to left. That's going to be deep enough for Sam Crawford. Under it is Graney. He makes the catch, and Crawford comes home with the go-ahead run off of Gregg. And that's Moriarty's second run batted in tonight. Delahanty holds, and here's Del Gaynor. 302 hitter. I really can't spend I wish I could spend more time. I wish I could just know these folks, you know. Here's Gaynor now. Delahanty on first, one down. The rookie. The pitch to Gaynor. That's 6-10. And that's a grounder to short. This could end the inning. It's going to be the new guy in town that we brought in for Cobb. It's going to be, where the hell, here he is, Neil Ball at 2. He's a 3, a 364. That's a 6-10 grounder to short to Ball. And he is a 364 at short. A 364. That's going to be 9. That'll be re-rolled. Can Ball get this? Oh, he boots it. Oh, Ball. Ball booted that. It's a one-base error by Ball. I'm so sorry. That's a one-base error by Neil Ball. God, that might not have been an error with the other guy, Cotton Knopp. It just goes to show you. We're not keeping errors anyway, record-wise. First on second now. Lord, tough break for Gregg. Let's see how he can manage this. Stainage got the base hit. He got a base hit. Oh, here's I want to say Venn diagram. Gregg. That's 5-10 right-handed. It's going to be a fly to left, and it's not deep at all. The runners will hold. It's caught by Graney. It's 2 outs. So Graney also made an error. No, that's a 6. I am so sorry. I am losing my mind. Frickin' losing my mind. But I get it on reflexivity. That's 2 away now. Here's Mullen. Mullen, now the winner of record, comes to the plate. They're giving him a hand here. They're giving George Mullen a big frickin' hand. Oh, Lord. He's already 1-0. Hanging tough with this rookie, Gregg. And sure as hell, they're going to let Gregg pitch to him. He's a pitcher, but he's a 5. I want to tell you, he's a 5, people. He's a frickin' 5. All right? He is a... Oh, he is a 5. Here's Mullen now. It's Gaynor on first, Delahanty on second, 2 down. The youngster, Gregg on the mound. Here's the pitch to Mullen. He's a right-handed hitter, 3-5 against the lefty. Doesn't matter, base hit. Delahanty comes home, and Gaynor goes to third. It's unearned. But that doesn't matter. That's going to be it for Gregg. They don't really have out with the bullpen back in those days. What they have... Oh, too bad for Gregg here. what they have for this Cleveland ball club. Deacon McGuire and George Stovall. I don't know what dates these were. Okay. And you just can't tell. But that's going to be it for Vaughn Gregg, just for realism purposes. They might keep him in, but he's gotten hit pretty bad here. So there's going to be a break in the action. I'm sorry, people. It's 5 2/3. Things kind of fell apart for Vaughn Gregg here in the 6th. Everything is unearned. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4 earned. And let's see who's coming in for Vaughn. Of course, we'll need to clear this. We will need to clear this. I might pull a very, very interesting maneuver. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in George Kaler, who really started this game in the real world, and like I told you, if some of you heard, he pitched only 2/3 of an inning, allowed 4 runs. So it's sort of a switcheroo. But in this case, Gregg is the loser of record. But this game is far from over. Here's Kaler. He's coming in. Let him take his warm-ups, please. And it's going to be 2 outs, 1st and 3rd. Mullen on first. Gainer on the error by Neil Ball. With Davy Jones coming up. Okay, Kaler is taking his warm-ups, his last few warm-ups. Here comes Davy Jones. It's 2 outs now. 2 are in, and it's now a 5-3 ball game. Detroit leading. Here's Kaler in for Gregg. Pitch to Jones, 5-7, left-handed. That's going to be a base hit. Hate when that happens, but Davy Jones has singled. Gainer scores unearned. Mullen goes to 3rd. Unearned run charged to Gregg, if you will. And it now is a 6-3 ball game. Jones on first, Mullen on 3rd. Here's Donnie Bush with 2 outs. Oh, you like that, Road? Thank you so much. Yeah, I figured it just made sense to me. Here's Kaler now. Kaler. And the pitch to Bush. Switch hitter batting left. That's 1-6 right-handed. Grounds it to first, and the side is retired. But 3 runs for the Detroit Tigers, including that error, along with 4 hits, 2 left on. And you know, to me, left on base can be deceiving because leaving 1st and 3rd like that, so what? They scored 3 runs. My point is, you could always leave people on if you have scoring a lot of runs. You'll eventually leave people on. You know what I'm saying? So it can be deceiving. Especially when you're losing, not when you're winning. It's 6-3 now, 2 unearned. And you know Neil Ball feels bad coming in for Conlon. Do I dare look? Knopp is an E29. He probably also would have made an error. Well, it's going to be Mullen, who's the winner of record now quite comfortably, 6-3. And we move to the top of the 7th. Mullen, look at Mullen. He was 18-10. Okay, a pretty solid year. He's already 1-0 in our replay. He's going for his second win. He'll be one of just a couple people, 2 or 3. Exactly, the men who got on base. I mean, imagine scoring 20 runs in an inning and you leave 2 on base. What does that say? That means you left 2 on base. You scored 20 freaking runs. You're going to eventually get 3 outs. It hurts when you're losing. That's when it hurts. And when no one scores. Okay, Mullen coming out now, looking for win number 2. He's got 3 innings here against Cleveland. It's going to be the top of the order, Jack Graney. I know it can be very bad. If you're losing, not getting runs, that it can be a nemesis. Well, here's Mullen pitching to Graney. That's 6-6, left-handed. Grounds it to first, 1 away. Detroit thinks they can win it again. Win the pennant. Philly won it last year. Now Terry Turner steps up. Here's the pitch to Mullen. That's 4-8 right-handed. Base hit to right for Turner. His first hit of the ball game, thrown in by Crawford. He is a 1-2-10 being held. Not being held. We do that sometimes. I got to be in the right framework. He's not going. Here's Jackson. 1-10 is too low. Here's the pitch. That is 1-3 right-handed, and he walked him. Mullen loses Jackson. It's first and second, 1 out. This is not what Mullen exactly wanted. It's Napoleon Lajoie. First and second, 1 out. Napoleon 0 for 3. He's primed. The pitch to Napoleon. 3-8, he flies it to left. A lazy fly for Davy Jones, and that's 2 away. And Ted Easterly, 2 for 3. What situation here? Cleveland down by 3. Top of the 7th. Oh. Here's Easterly facing Mullen. The pitch. 4-5. Oh my. This is hit deep by Easterly. Way back. That's going to deep right field. Crawford can't get it. Easterly rounding third. He's coming home. It's a 3-run home run for Ted Easterly. Oh my. Inside the park. There was no fence. Ted Easterly has hit a 3-run home run to tie it for Cleveland here in the top of the 7th. Oh my, and the Tiger fans are stunned. Please, let's look at that again. 4-5, left-handed. Home run and home run, 1-4. It's a 2 and he has the power. Look at that power. And if we look, we see that he did hit 1 home run. He only had 287. That is unbelievable that they would give that roll. Well, that's on the pitcher's card, yeah. Yeah, okay. we're all tied up here. Oh, God. I'll stay with Mullen for a while with 2 outs here. Or better yet, maybe they better not. But, you know, Mullen is pretty good, but hold on. Let's see what we can do here. Anyone I would even want to bring in. Not really. There's nobody here. I could just use poetic license and let this guy frickin' pitch. My God. No, they all are worse than Mullen. Not until he has to leave. See if he settles down. Here's Stovall now. George Mullen faces George Stovall with 2 outs. This was a 2-out, 3-run home run by Easterly. 2-9, right-handed, grounds it to third. The side is out. But 3 runs for Cleveland here in the top of the 7th. It's the 7th inning stretch here. And Cleveland is right back in this ball game. Isn't baseball a funny, funny game? It's a funny, funny game, people. It will be Kaler again, and he'll face Cobb, Crawford, and Delahanty. I just need to get some fresh air for a couple minutes. This was an unusual game. I'll give you that. And when I come back, we'll resume this ball game where Kaler comes in, Collar, Kaler. And we'll see where we go with this ball game. I'll tell you now, Detroit does not have a an impressive bullpen for being such a good team. Neither does Cleveland, except they do have, except for Gene Crabb. Yeah, Gene Crabb. There's another guy, Crabb. This is not that guy. Okay, there's another guy. So we know we have Gene if need be for tonight. I mean, I just can't see bringing these other people in. And anyway, Collar, well, he has a 4. He is a 4 endurance. So, okay, I'm going to take a little break here, Kathy Harden, and then I'm going to come back. Hopefully my head will be better. And then I'm going to smoke some more grass. Okay, I'll be back. This has turned into a very strange ball game. It really has. Here's Kaler now to try to hold the game. Keep Cleveland in this. But he's going to have to face Cobb, Crawford, and Delahanty. Here's Kaler and the pitch to Cobb. That's 1-6 right-handed, and that's smacked for a double by Cobb. That's his third double of the ball game. Cobb is on second. Now here's Crawford. .27, and that is a base hit. Cobb comes home with the go-ahead run. And that's going to be it for Kaler. There's going to be a break in the action, folks. I am so sorry. I don't make the decisions around here. Kaler came in, he pitched 1/3 of an inning. He allowed 3 hits. This game is personal for these clubs. He's responsible for 1 thus far. He's the loser of record. It's going to be Gene Crap. Gene Crap is coming in to pitch. And here comes Gene Crap. Let him come in and let him take his warm-ups, please. Let him take his frickin' warm-ups. Gene Crap. He played for 6 seasons. This was his rookie year. This is probably his major league debut because I've never seen him in the box scores to date. Crap died at age 35 of what I do not know. I bet you Saber would have it. The detail they have is unbelievable. He was in World War I. Never called for service, though. I'm sorry, he was in the service during the war. He had cancer of the bowels. Yeah, and he had surgery for intestinal blockage, and it was quote unquote unsuccessful, and he died in the hospital. And there's a lot of that back then, I'm telling you. But Gene Krapp is going to come in. He pitched quite a bit, had a bunch of starts. So Krapp is coming in. And here is Ed Delahanty. Jim Delahanty, 1 for 3. It's Crawford on first. Now the Tigers take a 7-6 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Okay, Delahanty at the plate. The pitch from Krapp. 1-8. Flies it to center, 1 away. Now George Moriarty. Krapp. From the stretch. Woo. Flies to center, 2 outs. His name is Krapp, and he had cancer of the bowels. It's a nervous laugh. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry. It's nervous. It's, you know, they say the laugh reflex evolved out of, like, if you were afraid, okay, of something, but, oh, God. I'm so sorry. It's 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Gaynor. I am so sorry. Ooh. Flight 11, fly ball left X. That's grainy, 424. 18-4. And it's a base hit. Oh, Christ. Crawford goes to third. Oh, it dropped in. He could not get that, Graney. So it's first and third, 2 down. And here's Oscar Stainage again. See if he can make something else happen here. Tigers already have a run. Here's Krapp now. And the pitch to Stainage. That is 1-8. And he struck him out. So the side is retired, but 1 run, and it was charged to Kaler. And it made him the losing pitcher of record. And Mullen now has 2 innings to hold this lead. But that's going to be it for Krapp, because they're going to have a pinch hitter here. Yes, they are. Oh, Christ, they are. Here's Sid Smith to lead it off. Mullen trying to go all the way here and win it. It's nothing for him. You know, back then, his endurance is 9. To allow 6 runs, okay, that's not good, but at least he got the lead. He let up 3-run home run in the top of the 7th, but let's see what he can do here. The pitch to Smith. That's 3-9 right-handed, grounds it to short. Bush makes the play, 1 away. Now here's Neil Ball. Oh, lovely. Actually, he's got some power. Oh, here's Ball. Okay, 1 out. Mullen. And the pitch. 5-7 right-handed, struck him out. And even with 2 outs, we're going to go with all the gusto here. That's the 4th for Mullen. It's 2 outs, nobody on. There's going to be a hitter here. A hitter. Where the hell did that card go? Here it is. Going to be a hitter here for Crap. Let's see who it is. It's not like, you know, where we could pick from 64, 69, and there's a chance somebody can hit something out. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be Gus Fisher. Guess we could put that in the food categories, huh? Gus Fisher will come out to hit. He is a left-handed hitter. If you include food-related, that would be people in professions. It would be professions related to food. Lots of different things. Okay, Fisher with 2 outs. Here's Mullen now. Trying to win this game. Keep them. You're in the 8th. Here's the pitch. That is a 1-7 right-handed, and that is a liner to second, and it goes through. Delahanty could not get that, so Fisher is on. He's a 1-10. They don't need that. If you get a double or something, you need a guy who can stretch it. See who they got. Anybody who can run. They're going to bring in Hank Butcher. He's a 1-14, the fastest they got other than anyone who's playing. Butcher running for Fisher here. In the top of the 8th, 2 outs, it's Butcher on first now, and here's Jack Graney. Butcher again, a 1-14. Mullen from the stretch. The pitch to Graney. That's 4-8 left-handed, and that is a base hit by Graney off Mullen. Butcher goes to second. Mullen's first endurance is next inning. It's first and second. And here comes Terry Turner. 1 for 4. Okay, clutch situation here. First and second, 2 outs. Tying run is on second. Butcher. The pitch from Mullen. That is 6-4 right-handed. That's going to be a fly ball to center. Cobb again, a 119. God help us. God frickin' help us. 2-1. And he makes the catch. And the side is retired. Cobb, he's going to die catching that ball. No runs, 1 hit. 2 hits, and none left. But no runs is the important part. Mullen got out of that. And there's going to be a new pitcher for Cleveland. Coming in is Willie Mitchell. Willie Mitchell, a left-handed pitcher for Cleveland, Willie Mitchell. I believe this is his first appearance for the year. So we're going to let Willie take his warm-ups. He lived a long time. Well, he died when he was 83. This was his third year. Pretty much a journeyman. Well, sometimes good, sometimes bad, but mostly good. But not great, you know. He didn't pitch that much. He was in his career, I'm talking. But Willie Mitchell is coming out, and Mullen is coming out to hit with the league, going for his second win of the season. Mullen. Here's Mitchell now. The pitch to Mullen. That's 110, and he struck him out. One away. Whoops. Fucked up. Come on. Who cares? Look at that. Okay. Here's Davy Jones, 2 for 4 tonight. If you're looking ahead to the top of the ninth, it will be Joe Jackson, Napoleon Lajoie, and Ted Easterly, who hit the 3-run home run to tie it up in the top of the 7th before Detroit came back and went ahead. Cobb scored the go-ahead run. Knocked in by Crawford. No. Yeah, knocked in by Crawford. Some were errors. One was an error. Okay, Jones at the plate now. Here's Mitchell. Grounds it to third, 2 outs. And here's Donnie Bush, switch hitter batting right. That's 1-9 left-handed. A fly ball to Graney out left, and we're going to the 9th inning. It's Detroit 7, Cleveland 6. Mullen has gone all the frickin' way. And Mullen trying to win it here, facing 3 great hitters, Joe Jackson, Napoleon Lajoie, and Ted Easterly here in the top of the 9th. Wow, what a freaking game. Absolutely, it's an inside look, all right. You got that right. It's a lovely place. Actually, I like it. The price is amazing. $9.50, folks. Some people would say it's not worth it, but I think it is. Well, it's the top of the ninth. It's been quite a ball game. 7-6 Detroit, and here's Joe Jackson to lead it off. Mullen has gone all the way, and he's held tough. Yeah, isn't that a sweet deal? Any inconvenience about the place just doesn't matter. Okay, here's Mullen now. The pitch to Jackson. That is 4-5 left-handed. That's hit well by Jackson into the gap for a double. And leave it to Joe Jackson. That's his second double of the ball game. This youngster has a future. Joe Jackson with a lead-off double off Mullen. And we don't know if they don't have much of a bullpen. Okay, I have no interest bringing anyone in until he reaches fatigue, and that would be 2 more hits or walks, any combination, this inning. And here's Lajoie, 0 for 4. It's a perfect chance for Napoleon. A perfect chance for Napoleon. Here's Mullen now from the stretch. The pitch to Napoleon. 4-9 right-handed, and that is a base hit by Napoleon. Jackson goes to third and holds. Napoleon got his first hit of the night. He's 1 for 5 now. The single sending Jackson to third. It's first and third, no out. That is a sweet, sweet deal. Here's Ted Easterly. 2 for 4, hit the 3-run home run. Home runs were rare. They were rarer than triples. Okay, compared to today. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it's first and third. Mullen. They're playing the infield back. They'll concede the tying run. This is such a bad situation. Here's Easterly again. Easterly is 3-for-4 with a 3-run home run. Here's Mullen now. The pitch to Easterly. 3-7, and it's a base hit to left, and that's going to be it for Mullen. Jackson comes home. The game is tied. Let's see if Lajoie is stretching. That's the 4th run batted in for Ted Easterly tonight. Oh my. 3-7 against the right-hander, base hit to left. It's clean. Lajoie rounding second, 1-11. You see, he doesn't have that much speed. That's a 0, will hold him. But what a game for Easterly, 4-for-5. And that's it for George Mullen. Mullen is knocked out of the box with fatigue, actually. And George Stovall due up a right-handed hitter. Oh my, he pitched 8 innings, has not retired a batter here in the 9th. Mullen allowed a lot of frickin' hits, 14. He walked 2. Fanned 4 and has allowed 7 runs, and so one of them's unearned, and he's responsible for first and second. Let's see who's coming in. To pitch to Stovall. Oh, it's a great freaking game. It's a tight ball game now. Christ. Let's see here. It's going to be Detroit. Oh, Lord. It's going to be Wiley Taylor. His first appearance this year. Wiley Taylor is coming in. He's a right-handed pitcher. Played 9 years. Actually, no, he played 4 years in Major League. All right, here comes Wiley now. And George Stovall comes in. It's first and second, still nobody out. Go ahead, run in scoring position. Okay, Wiley is ready. Here's Wiley now from the stretch. The pitch to Stovall. 6-8 right-handed. Oh, Lord, that is going to be a base hit. And that's going to load him up. With nobody out. Now they're hurting. Sid Smith is the batter. They'll keep the infield back. Here's the pitch. That's going to be 5-4 right-handed. Catcher X. This could be trouble. Stainage is a 110. Oh, that's good. 110-3-1. He fouls out to Stainage. So there's one away. That's exactly what you wanted. That or a strikeout. Now they'll look for the double play ball. And here comes Neil Ball. His second at bat, he struck out in the 8th. Wiley, full windup, pitch to Ball. That is 2-7 right-handed. He walks in a run. Taylor has walked in a run. Ball walks, and Lajoie trots home with the go-ahead run. Wiley Taylor. Now, if you're looking ahead, though, it will be Cobb, Crawford, and Delahanty. Cobb, you hear me, Kathy Harden? Cobb, Crawford, and Delahanty. So it's still bases loaded, still one out. And believe it or not, Willie Mitchell, the winner of record in this goddamn ball game, excuse my language, 5, 6, 7. Willie Mitchell is the winner of this ball game. The loser is Mullen. The score is 8-7, Cleveland 8, Detroit 7, Wiley Taylor in a jam here, and believe it or not, coming in to hit is Willie Mitchell. Isn't that something? Willie Mitchell, the winner of record. He retired the side in order in the 8th. Willie Mitchell is coming in to hit here. Isn't that sweet? So Mitchell is a 1 WR. It's bases loaded, one out. It's not so bad, 8-7. Here's the pitch. That is 4-5. And Mitchell is a right-hander. And he grounds it to third for the force, and Easterly scores. Now it's 2 outs. Mitchell on first. Three runs in. That hurts. That's 9-7. You can't. That's freaking bullshit. Here's Graney now. Taylor. And we'll put those in. I'll tell you, Mullen allowed 3, 6, 8 earned, and 9 total. That fucking Mullen. Jesus. Excuse my language. Here's Graney now. It's 2 outs. First and third. That's what that would be. First and third. And the pitch to Graney. That is 2-12. And he grounds to second and the side is retired. Oh, Lord, but 3 runs. A lot of 3-run innings here. 3 of them, actually. And it's 9-7 Cleveland. We've gone back and forth here tonight. And here comes Willie Mitchell to win it. Cobb will lead it off. 3 for 4. Oh. Okay, here we go. Willie Mitchell now. The pitch to Cobb. 3-7. It's a base hit for Cobb. So Cobb is on. 1-16. Being held. They need 2 runs here. Hope Crawford doesn't ground into a double. Here's Mitchell from the stretch. That is 4-7 left-handed, and that is a base hit by Crawford. Cobb goes to second and holds. And now Jim Delahanty is the winning run at home plate. Jim Delahanty is the winning run at home plate. Willie Mitchell, unfatigued. Okay, Mitchell now from the stretch. And the pitch to Delahanty. That is 6-5 right-handed. That is a drive into the gap. It's extra bases. Cobb scores. Crawford scores a triple by Jim Delahanty. It's a tie ball game. Jim Delahanty has tied up the ball game. With a 2-run triple, and there's nobody out. And Delahanty a 1-9 doesn't matter. Doesn't come into play. We don't do the thing with B question mark. We would if we could, but we're not gonna. And that's it for Willie Mitchell. Willie Mitchell has no longer the winner of record. This is anybody's ball game, but if anybody's gonna win it, it's gonna be Wiley Taylor, but we don't even know it's a tie ball game. But that's it for Mitchell. He pitched 1 inning, he retired nobody here. And he's allowed, we don't know yet. That's the big question. And let's see who's coming in for Wiley. This would be the 5th pitcher for the Naps. And George Moriarty is coming in to hit. Still nobody out. Odds looking here, I mean, to not get a run here with nobody out is a shanda, is what we used to call it in Yiddish. Just an awful shame. It's going to be Cy Falkenberg. Cy Falkenberg with the unfortunate task of having to try to get out of this. So Falkenberg is coming in. And the batter will be Moriarty. Falkenberg, a right-hander for Cleveland. Now the infield is played in here with nobody out. No, the infield is back. They pulled it back. Here's the pitch to Moriarty. That's 3-6, right-handed, grounds it back to Falkenberg, holding Delahanty. Whoa, what a play. Big, big frickin' play. Anybody looking for some extras here? Del Gainer now. Falkenberg trying to do the magical here. The pitch to Gainer. That's 3-5. Right-hander struck him out. Oh my. Falkenberg 1 out away from getting the Cleveland Naps out of this. And it's going to be Oscar Stainage, and they're going to walk Oscar Stainage. No, they're not. Never mind. I'll just go with a pinch hitter there, right? Wiley Taylor. You okay there, Wiley? Yeah, he's a Tiger pitcher. All right, here's the pitch to Stainage. Falkenberg trying to remain calm. And that's going to be 3-9 right-handed. And that's a base hit, and the ball game is over. Delahanty scores, and the Tigers win it. What a game. Maybe I wasn't so together, but that was a frickin' ball game. The final score 10-9. Tigers win it. With 3 frickin' runs in the bottom of the 9th. Oh, what a frickin' game. Okay. Oh, what a strange, strange game. He pitched 2/3. He's not the loser, though. He hits 3 runs. A couple of them were unearned. The loser is Mitchell. We're going to put that in the book. The winner in this ball game was Wiley Taylor. Wiley Taylor coming in. He only did 19 innings and did one hell of a frickin' job. Where did he come in? He pitched this. Did he pitch this whole inning? Oh no, he came in right here. Sure. He's in the right place at the right time. The final line in this ball game. Tigers 10 runs, 17 hits, and no errors. There's the Cobb error. There it is. And that error. It's 1-1. Yeah. And one error. Cleveland 9 runs, 15 hits, and one error. It was certainly a pretty wild game, and the Tigers pull it out again, and they sweep the 2-game series here. Tigers are in first place, by the way. They are 4-1, and this was a very impressive outing. I mean, just to watch Mullen go through this game, ending up allowing 9 runs, one of them unearned, is just unbelievable. But Taylor came in and saved the day after 3 runs were scored to only have the down by 2 Tigers score 3 of their own off of Mitchell. And that was, you know, sometimes you got to think about it. You say, you know what, I don't make up how this game's going to turn out. And this was one hell of a game. I enjoyed myself. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Now, we do lots of things here. We're just going to spend a couple minutes mentioning that we here at the Jeffrey Guterman Network do topical presentations, and we also have the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network, and this game is live right now, right here. Now we got some games coming up. Want to tell you about those, and these are all tentative. Tomorrow at 7:15 a.m. that'll be Sunday morn. It'll be 69 replay. We're gonna have 3 of those games in order. Cincinnati Reds at St. Louis Cardinals, Nolan and Taylor. Both of them are somewhat in their races. Somewhat hanging in their races there. And then we have an afternoon game, and that's if I can do this. You know, you never know what's going to happen. White Sox at the Senators. Tommy John for the Sox, Dick Bosman for Washington Senators. Neither are in the race, but it's fun to watch Ted Williams manage that ball club. This is the same team in our 64 replay, as far as franchise, an expansion team from 61. And they were over 500 in 1969, had their best first 500 season and their best season. I think Ted Williams had a lot to do with that. Moving to Monday in the morning. Baltimore at California, 1969, Phoebus and Keeley. And then that afternoon, we're going to cruise on over to 1964, a very cool year. Baltimore Orioles with Milt Pappas against Gary Peters and the Chicago White Sox. We also have, that's Monday morning. That afternoon, Brooklyn Dodgers at the New York Giants. Rube Marquardt will be pitching for the Giants in the event that anybody might be interested. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. I want to thank you all for being here on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. And I would just ask you all, I say Kathy Harden, thank you, Ron Harden, or Ron, thank you, and I'm so sorry for being so bizarre tonight. But thank you for sticking with it. Stay strong, stay well, everybody, please. And I will catch you all next time. Next time, folks. You know, the morning will be better because I'm more on business in the morning. You know that. I'll get my fresh coffee and we'll get going with it.